Good morning and welcome to day 4 of lockdown and to my show. Woohoo! What have I been thinking about this last couple of days? Because there was day 1, day 2, no day 3, no. Then day 4, woohoo! Well, I've been sitting outside quite a bit in the sunshine, enjoying it, trying to get a tan. But the bird song, because it's so quiet, the bird song, oh my God, it's amazing. It got me thinking that there is not one animal on planet Earth that relies on us for survival. Not one. Let's think about something. Because of this virus, and it is terrible, I hope I don't catch it, as I've mentioned before, but if I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. I'm following the advice, and day 4 of 90 days, 86 to go. Bloody hell. If man was taken off the planet now because of this virus, because God turned around and said, listen, you've had your chance, and all you've done is destroy your home, what would you do to a tenant? Let's say you owned a house or a flat and you let it out. What would you do to a tenant that destroyed his home? What would you do? You'd kick him out, wouldn't you? Then you'd go back in and resort it. Maybe that's what's going on. Can you imagine the plains of Africa teeming with elephant, trumpeting their joy? Plains of Africa thundering with rhinoceros, smiling their heads off. Didn't know what I was going to say there. Smiling their heads off. The countryside of India, rhino and elephant and king cobra and monkeys and gorillas and chimpanzees in Africa and just, they would start to grow again, wouldn't they? They wouldn't have the biggest destroyer in the history of the world, man, killing them or killing their environment. Be beautiful. Nature, through natural selection, would keep the population right. Earth didn't need anything to keep the population right until we came along. Then all of a sudden we thought, hang on a minute, we need to cull the giraffes, we need to cull the lions, we need to cull the tigers. Nature hasn't told us that. We've told it that. And therefore, we have destroyed the flat that we rent. I sat on the chair and I watched a little ant scurrying along the ground, and I thought, he could not give a fat rat's arse that I'm sat on this chair. He's in his own universe, going about his little ant-like business. Isn't that incredible? Something else as well. Hey, I'm to blame, don't get me wrong. I'm no saint, and I'm no saint. It was also sitting in the village where I am, or out in the front there, watching the world go by. Or the world not go by. Cars went past and I thought, you polluting bastard. I've never thought that before. People walking past and I thought, that's the way it used to be. There was a young lad went by on a cycle and I thought, that was me in the 60s. You see, in the 60s, you didn't have the amount of traffic that there is now. And we used to go everywhere on a pedal cycle. Woohoo! Come on! And you went for the whole day. Only going in when you were threatened with death from your parents. Get in here now! I don't want to come in! But in the 60s, we grew our own fruit. What's a fruit? We grew our own food. We only went out for special occasions. Chicken was a treat. It was a bloody treat on a Sunday. My God, we've got chicken for Sunday dinner. Get in! Now, chicken is for sale on every street corner. We're going to find out also, because when we're on the lockdown, we can actually survive without deep fried fucking chicken or fat bastard burgers or foot-long sandwiches. I'm a big believer that when I've had something to eat, I like to have something sweet. And so I've got usually a fridge full of chocolate. I shouldn't, being diabetic, but I do. And I haven't got any. But I've got apples. You see, that's what you did back then. You didn't have your Mars bar or your double-decker or your double-sized bucket of Maltesers just to sit and munch on a night. Or your huge packet of crisps that you watched the TV with. You didn't have them. If you wanted something sweet, you had an apple or an orange. Bananas aren't that recent, really. You know, Second World War, I think it was, when they started to come in. But you had an apple or an orange. And that gave you the sweetness that you craved. And the taste of an apple is absolutely beautiful. You don't need the refined sugar in the chocolate. You bloody don't. And this is only day 4, for God's sake. What are we going to discover as we go on? But the world is changing. People are starting to think differently. Last night, we all clapped the NHS at 8 o'clock, recognising them probably for the first time since their inception. And people take advantage. They take advantage because it's free at source. And so we eat what we want. We smoke what we want. We drink what we want. If we fall ill, well, we'll go to hospital. They'll fix us. You selfish bastard. And I guess I'm looking at me at that as well. So that's just a few things that I've thought about. The world does not need us to survive. But by God, we need the world for us to survive. So until the next time, bye-bye for now.